In an interview, Michael Waldron, the writer of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, reveals the plot lines around the Scarlet Witch and her role in the movie. You know, she's doing bad stuff throughout WandaVision. She does make the heroic choice to let go of all those people. But it's also revealed to her that the family she's built is not real, Waldron went on. Then she gets the Darkhold at the end of the series and learns that there is a real version of her children out there. And if you've got the Book of the Damned whispering in your ear long enough that your kids are out there and you could go get them, maybe that can push you to do some terrible things. He's right, to an extent. Wanda, in the comics, does go back and forth between being a hero and being their opposition. We've seen it in the famed House of M storyline, and we see it constantly throughout her history. Maybe it comes with the territory of being Magneto's daughter, but she does operate in the gray area between full Avenger and their enemy. Now, to be fair to Waldron, the villain usage came from journalist Brian Hyatt, who asked him the question, and Waldron calls her the antagonist, which is more along the lines of the right way of describing her. But this movie does get into my long-struggling debate as a Wanda fan: is she an outright villain or not? The answer is no. She's an anti-hero and a great example of one. As I said, Waldron never called her a villain. He called her an antagonist, which she is in this movie. But she's a textbook anti-hero when you break her down, much in the same way that Loki is. An anti-hero is described as a central character who lacks the characteristics an audience associates with a conventional hero, and that's pretty much Wanda Maximoff in a nutshell. Compare that to a villain, who is often deliberate in their actions, and that doesn't exactly explain the Scarlet Witch. Her actions are bad, and she has an evil side, but that doesn't make her a villain. She's the same kind of anti-hero we love in characters like Frank Castle, who is very far from a hero but is still trying to do the right thing, and while most of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness has Wanda doing the wrong thing, the important thing, as Stephen Strange even said, is that she'll always set it right. That right there is what makes her an anti-hero, that even when she does the wrong thing and is lost in her own power, she's still someone who will find a way to fix it and make it right. At the end of WandaVision, she freed Westview and knew that they wouldn't forgive her. She didn't expect them to. She knew what she did was wrong and this town would take a lot of time to heal, and she wasn't going to be any help to them. She ended up being possessed by the Darkhold in return, but at the end of the day, I still consider her someone who will do the right thing in the end, even if she loses herself along the way. A villain would have instantly gone and killed America Chavez. Wanda doesn't. She sends demons after her and willingly fights Strange, and you can see in her lack of success in that regard that she doesn't really have the desire to kill America, it's just what she thinks she has to do. So that, to me, shows how she's not really a villain. She's in the wrong, and she's not doing what she should to be a hero, but she still has her heroic moments. Thank you for trusting our news channel about comics and pop culture. Subscribe to Uncanny Collectibles for more information and news.